Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hi.
Kylie and Jordan. And let's welcome Paul on the chat, on the stream, on the panel. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, Dal is with us.
Hi, Dal.
Hi.
And Jordan's in the chat. He said he'll come up on panel if he can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lisa's gonna try to help with the chat.
Thank you. Because I'm going to be back and forth trying to read the questions and
Yeah, so I think so that Lisa doesn't interrupt us, maybe like, I don't know, every 5 minutes or so, we take a break and read the chat. I don't know.
So yeah, usually on a live stream flow, the way that live stream pros suggest, they say you do like 0.1, which we don't really have a point. I don't know.
0.1, what's that?
Yeah. Like you might have 5 points that you're going to try to make in your live stream, and then you make your point, then you take a time out for questions, and then
Yeah.
then you make 0.2, and then you take out time for questions.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but our formats is kind of different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were Lita.
Yeah.
Lita from live stream. Oh, hi, One Mighty R. Hi, Lisa. Hi again, Kylie. Nice to see you, One Mighty R. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining us.
Happy March, everybody.
Yes,
Happy March. Yeah.
Warmer weather.
Warmer weather's on the way.
I still got snow.
Cold.
Oh, we just had a little flurry yesterday. Oh, we still have snow on the ground. It's going to take a long time for it to melt. We had 16 inches.
Yeah, I know.
It will start finally cooling down for me.
Oh, yeah, you're summer right now.
Yeah. Southern things are upside down where I am.
Yep. Okay. Should I start with question 1?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, 12 people in the chat. 12 people watching. Welcome. All are welcome.
I don't know. Where did we leave off, Diana?
Oh, I know where we left off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I just have to bring it up.
Okay. Yeah, we've had about 14, 15 days above freezing, and still we have snow on the ground. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on. We got 11 thumbs up, so time for happy dance. Here's the crazy wacky happy dance. Welcome back, and thank you for those thumbs up. Okay, first question is, how do people... No, just a minute. When vision fails, do the other senses become keener? Okay, I'll start.
Depends.
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah, that depends. I'm partially blind. So as we talked about in the last, legal blindness starts at 2200 vision. 2200 vision is not complete blindness. So you can be legally blind and you're not completely blind. That's like the number one thing that people just don't know that about blindness. So you can be legally blind, and like I'm legally blind, but I'm not completely blind. Legal blindness does not mean you're completely blind. 10% of the blind population are completely blind. So if somebody's completely blind, I would think that some of their senses do become keener. I don't know. I haven't noticed that mine have. Do you want to go? Paul, you want to answer that?
Well, Dal's next to you on the
Oh
screen.
yeah, Doll. Doll, go ahead.
Okay. Same as Diana, I'm partially blind, so I can still see a little bit, just enough to function, and like all the stuff I mentioned before. I don't have a cane. I don't have a dog. I can still miraculously move around, sort of
Yeah.
okay. I don't think that my other senses are heightened or keener or no,
Yeah.
but I do have musical training and language training. That means that my hearing, I wouldn't say it's like better than everybody else's hearing, because that is not true, but I rely much more on my hearing senses. Like my hearing sense is the one I rely on the most. So I pay attention to tone of voice. I can enter a coffee shop with like a touristy coffee shop, say a Starbucks in a foreign country, because that's where all the tourists go. And I, without asking, I can tell which nationalities are in the room without looking, because I cannot see their faces, but I can hear them talking.
Yeah.
And I know those are the Dutch, those are Norwegian, those are Italian, those are whatever. These are here. Like I can just spot all of them, or most of them, depending if the language is really unfamiliar to me, then I cannot. But I have language training and music training. So those two areas I am like proficient. So yes, I would say that I have that I pay a lot more attention to my hearing than any of my other senses, and I don't have a sense of smell at all. So I cannot rely on smell.
Oh boy.
I can't. Yeah. So
I
How
want
long
to.
was that like that all the time?
it is all the time. I have never smelled any, like I can walk next to the garbage truck and they can have the doors open. The whole neighborhood could be complaining, and I'm here like la 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 la.
Can
like,
you
nothing.
taste?
I can taste.
Oh, that's good.
It's strange, but I can taste. What I cannot do is smell. So what do I have left? I mean, I have
Touch.
hearing.
You have sense of touch. I wanted to add to my answer about sense of touch.
Yes, hearing and touch are the two main senses that I would say I pay more attention to.
Yes, I was just trying to. I lost a post backing to my earring, and I was looking and like that's so small. I was feeling around for it by touch, by finding a backing for my earring by touch. And I think I do it. There's things I do by touch that that I wouldn't do if I had normal vision.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Interesting.
But my hearing, supposedly my hearing is like, my husband says I have like bat hearing. Like it's weird. Like if he's in another room, I can hear them talking if he's talking to his friend. But if he's next to me, a lot of times I'm like, what? It's like so weird.
I have a problem with that too. Like if I am in a room, this is why I never go to nightclubs. And when I tried, it was very dissatisfying for me.
Uh-huh.
It's dark, and then the music is too loud. Even if people are shouting,
I'm really
each other, like
loud noises. I have to wear earplugs. I got to wear earplugs. Even to go to sleep, I have to have a white noise machine or earplugs.
Not even that. Not even that. Like I just can't understand what's being told. They are just yelling at each other, like, and that's supposed to be flirting. And I'm over here like, I cannot handle that. Now, concerts, because I am paying attention to the band that's playing, I'm fine because it's a concert. It's meant to be music focused, so that's okay. Like that I can handle even if it's loud, because it's a kind of loud that is like it has a melody, it has a purpose. Like no one is yelling at me, trying to talk to me over the music, if that makes sense. Of course, when I get out of the concert, my ears are going to be tingling for a while. Well, depends, but like that would be the only exception, would be a concert. And that's very sporadic. But like I have a similar problem with like bad hearing when it's like an sensory overload, when everything is too loud.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
A clearer example would be someone in the kitchen. If someone is cooking and the sink is running and there's a baker, like a blender, sorry, there's like a blender and the sink and like the other noises and people are trying to talk to me, I I hear everything, and then it's hard to hear a specific thing. It's like I hear it all, so I hear nothing. It's difficult to explain, but yeah, that's how my hearing works. I need one sound to focus on, and then I will be fine. So no, it doesn't get keener. Not at all.
And
Now-
and how about Paul?
Yeah, how about Paul?
Davey just had some yogurt, by the way.
Oh, hi, David. Welcome. Well, why is that funny?
It's just funny because I just brought it up, just out of the
okay.
blue.
Hi,
You know-
hi, Davey. Welcome.
Because I'm funny that way,
He said strawberry yogurt.
Nice.
Hi, Kenneth, the farmer, the famous Kentucky farmer. Kenneth, the famous Kentucky fam. Farm. Sorry. Hello. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. Okay, senses. I've been on both sides of the fence, so what I can actually say is, right now I'm legally blind. Currently I have some vision, but it's very little. Less than a normal eye sees 180 degrees. My right eye only sees less than 10. The left eye is completely dark. So I have major tunnel vision. However, when I had sight in my right eye, I have glaucoma all my life. I went in for some routine surgery and my eye collapsed and I had total darkness for 8 weeks. I thought I would never see the light of day again. During that time, I noticed my hearing started to improve. I chalked that up as your body is at like fight or flight mode. So when I had sight and then now it's total darkness, my body is in panic mode, and you actually physically develop keener senses. It's not like your hearing improved. It's just that now you don't have the distraction of visual distraction in the way. So your hearing picks up better. Like, for example, when I worked in manufacturing, I had to take hearing tests, and I was told that you do better on the hearing test when you close your eyes and stay absolutely still. Close your eyes and you will hear the beeps even better. So imagine if when you open your eyes and you can't see, your body is like panicking. And my hearing really did improve when I went into like a shopping center. All those wheels wobbling on the carts on the tile floor, it drove me crazy. It was annoying. Now that my vision has come back somewhat, that extra hearing went away. Visual distraction now. So that is very interesting. So
it is kind of like what we said. We pay attention more to our other senses when we don't have the eyesight.
Absolutely.
Yes,
So it's
I
not like-
use my other senses more. Like I use my sense of touch and hearing more.
Mm-hmm. It's not like we suddenly become Daredevil and oh wow, we have heightened senses and we can hear the car running on 5 streets away. No, we cannot do that. No. Now, I heard from Andrew that he can. Okay, not far 5 streets away, but like that he has some heightened senses, but he had military training. No.
When I would sit out on my front porch when I was totally blind during those 8 weeks, I knew which neighbor pulled into my cul-de-sac. Simply by hearing the tires hit the curb in their driveway, and I could pinpoint which house it was. And sometimes I could actually tell who got out of the car just by hearing their walk.
Yeah.
How they walk, how they shuffle their feet.
Or by how the car sounds.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes the car might sound, or like things like that. You can tell who your which neighbor it is or something.
Yeah, like, and if it, of course, like if it's a woman and like a businesswoman, you know, they have high heels and you can
Yeah.
tell, like such things. But then again, you're paying more attention because
Yeah.
you're trying to find reasons, like you try to find distinctions between the people that you already knew, and now you're paying attention to other stimuli that you got when you were able to see, but now you're processing it as sound. So like you still have the visual memory of, say, the businesswoman neighbor, and now when you hear the car and the high heels 2 houses away, you can tell. I'm just hypothetically neighbors, you know, I'm just making up examples, but you can tell, it's her. First, because of like, oh, it's like 6 p.m. Oh, maybe she's back from work. And you hear the high heels and you hear the car and you hear it like kind of like 2 houses away or 2 or 3 houses away, and you can tell, that's my neighbor who works in corporation and whatever. So, and or like someone with a large heavier footsteps, and you can tell it's your big guy neighbor next door and that kind of thing. Like, so again, you already had visual stimuli, that you had the visual information stored in your memory about some of your neighbors, and you could tell by sound plus the memory that you have. Like, you could put those things together in your brain and you could tell like who is who. Now, someone who might be blind from birth, you know, like completely blind, like total darkness from birth, they might have keener senses because they never had a visual reference point. That could be a thing. We would have to ask someone who is completely blind from birth. I have an example of someone who is completely blind from birth, who is a famous person actually. Christine Ha is this the chef girl.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah, Christine Ha was blind from birth. She can't see a thing, and oh my god, her sense of smell and taste are like beyond recognition. And so maybe because she has had a lot more practice and it has been since birth, maybe she has keener senses. We would have to ask.
Yeah, probably.
So it will vary depending on how much vision the person's got left. Like Diana and I, who are visually, like legally blind, partial blindness, we still have some vision, but we rely on other senses a little bit more. Or Paul, that you had like temporary better hearing because you're, like you said, your body was in panic mode. So it really varies from person to person. So like maybe some blind people have keener senses, but it's like maybe the 10% of the population who are completely blind from birth. Maybe, could be.
Yeah, that's right. I never.
We don't know.
That.
We don't know that. I don't know that statistic of the percentage of people born blind from birth.
Yeah.
But, are we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Yes.
CAD Pro's in.
Oh yeah. Welcome, CAD Pro, and shout out to Designs by CAD Pro, a wonderful art channel. He's a valued channel member of my channel, so his link is linked down below if you want to check out his channel, everybody.
Yep.
SG came in.
SG came in, Lisa says.
Hello, SG. Welcome.
Welcome. Do you want to put the link in the chat just in case anybody wants to come up on panel?
All right, just a minute. Yes, we welcome people that would like to come up on panel. Is there anybody that would like to come up on panel? Just let me know. I don't like putting the chat in there just like really, because you can have problems with that. So if people would like to, let me know.
Or you could put it out there just for like, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
10 seconds and then take it away.
Yes. Okay. Oh, should I? Just a minute. How should I offer? This is just sorry. Oh, is it okay to pet a guide dog? Well, on the panel, none of us use guide dogs, but somebody might know a lot about it. I know that you're not supposed to pet a guide dog. You're
not supposed to.
No, you're not supposed to pet guide dogs. They're service dogs. So does Dal want to add to that?
I just wanted to suggest for people who want to know about that and find it like super easy. You can ask Obama Blind, because she has a guide dog and she talks about that on her channel. And like, or Molly Burke, who also has a lot of videos about guide dogs and stuff like that. But you have to go back a little bit to hear more about that. On maybe she has a playlist, I don't know, but like Bama Blind would be a good reference for how to go about like guide dog etiquette.
Oh
if
yeah,
that
Oh,
makes
I can
absolutely.
add to that. There's actually an answer to this question. It says, don't touch a guide dog while it's wearing a harness. A guide dog is working and its job is to be attentive to its owner's commands and safety. Your touch may confuse the animal or distract him from doing its job. If you know the owner, ask whether you may pet the dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they're gonna say no.
Yeah, exactly. I'm partially blind, and I had a problem like this because I love dogs, and also I was a dog walker, so like pet sitter dog walker before, like when I lived in another country, and I was on a transport system, and there comes this blind guy with a dog. Thing is, I didn't see the harness because I didn't see it, and I was like, doggy, and he said, no,
Yeah.
no, please, and
Yeah.
and he said, no, no, please, it's with a harness. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm blind too. It was, and he was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just didn't see the harness. I saw the big chunky piece of furry, and I was like, doggy. And then he said, yeah, it's working right now. I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. So yeah, that was a funny situation between two blind people. So
That's
yeah.
Has a question.
Davey has a question. What is it, Lisa?
Question for Diana and Paul. How did your loss of sight condition occur?
Oh, okay. I was born with it, but I was born with my extremely rare hereditary retinal disease. Both my parents had to have recessive genes to give me this disease called cone dystrophy. But it did not show up. I had the even more rare kind. Instead of it showing up in childhood, me being blind since childhood, I had the genetics for it, born with the genetics for it, but it did not show up until early 40s. That's when I became legally blind. So I had normal vision. I didn't even wear glasses until my 30s, and I only wore glasses for driving. I had normal vision my whole life until my early 40s. And then early 40s, that's when the disease showed up. Okay.
Hi,
Paul.
Jeanette.
Jeanette, hello.
Hi, Jeanette. Jeanette, welcome.
Oh, Jeanette. Sorry.
Jeanette. Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, Dal.
No, I was born with partial blindness since birth, and my condition is super weird. No, I don't know many. I have heard that people have it, but I don't have a friend or someone I know on the internet with the same condition. So my condition is super rare. It's from birth. It's not hereditary, and it's not degenerative. So like I was just born with this, and it will stay the same all my life, and it will not go worse until
Yeah, same
I guess.
for me. Mine will not get worse to complete blindness.
Yeah, mine will not get worse. And I mean, unless until I become like an old lady and everything starts to degenerate because elderly, But but besides that, like before I become a grandma, my eyesight will be the same all the time as it was from birth. So in my case, I don't know how to explain degenerative conditions. And also my condition is really rare, like I said. And if I don't plan to have children, like ever. It's not in my interests. But like if I had them, they wouldn't have this. It's not hereditary. It's just something that happened to me. Like it was a congenital accident. Whoops! I was born blind. So it's very different. But yeah,
sorry.
I'm thankful it will not get worse. At least I have that that to be thankful for. It's like it will not get worse.
Dal, I love the way you pronounce your R's. Can you mention the disease that you have?
Oh, I have something that's called chorioretinal coloboma.
I love it.
So
I love it when you say that. You make it sound good.
Diferente colores. I love Spanish.
it's
If you're
I
speaking Spanish, are you speaking Spanish?
kind of Finnish.
Oh,
Both
oh, you
have
have like to me
R's.
you have like a Latino accent, but I might not know languages good
I'm
enough.
mixed. I'm mixed. I have some Latino and I have some like European put together,
Yeah.
blended in there. So yeah, and Finnish also has the R's. So yeah, both languages have strong R's.
Oh, the Finnish roll their R's too.
Ooh, they
Oh
roll it even
gosh,
more than the
I
Spanish
didn't
one.
know that.
Like if you
Okay.
think Spanish roll their R's, you haven't met
Yeah.
Finnish yet.
For me, I've had glaucoma ever since at birth. The left eye was basically just, it had some vision, but I could only see the big E on the top. And then when I became 8 years old, it went completely blind. But pretty much all my life in the right eye, I had very functional vision. I was nearsighted, so I needed glasses. And with glasses, I was like around 20/40, 20/30 for acuity. My visual field was about 115 degrees. So I had some peripheral damage, but it was still very, very functional. So all my life, I got married, I raised kids, I worked in manufacturing. I have 10 fingers and 10 toes, and probably I can say. But at age 52, I had some routine glaucoma surgery. Now, glaucoma is eye pressure. Your eye has pressure inside the eye, and normal pressure is right around 14, 15. And when it starts to creep up, you start getting damage to your peripheral first. It creeps up on you. That's why it's very important to have your eyes checked every once a year, because to see if you have glaucoma or not. Because usually, generally, as you get older, especially in the elderly, you have more chance of developing glaucoma. My glaucoma is congenital, so it's not hereditary, but it just like with Dal, it's just hello, you have this rare glaucoma disease. It's not the open angle above your iris, and below your iris you have like little ducts, tear ducts, and your pressure is released that way. And if the angle's not right, you will develop pressure in the eye too much. Mine's not like that. It's just congenital. It just happens. There's no explanation for it. I started developing problems with my glaucoma, so they did like put a needle in the eye to release the pressure, and my eye did not recuperate from it. I've had it before and my eye recuperated, but this one, my eye just collapsed. It wouldn't stop draining, and my eye just collapsed, and the back of the eye caved in. So my iris, or not my iris, my retina in the back of the eye ended up, folding over and twisting, and was pushed forward from all the swelling into my iris. So if my eye filled with blood, and that's why I couldn't see for the 8 weeks. Eventually, over time, I had some surgeries, careful surgeries, to try to drain the blood. And the theory was everything will come back as soon as the swelling goes down and go back into its position. I was very lucky it happened that way. And the retina was not torn or detached, which was a miracle. People were praying for me. Prayer is very strong. And but I have permanent damage to the optic nerve. And the damage on the optic nerve affected more of my peripheral. So now I went from 115 degrees to less than 10. And in that 10 degrees, I can only see at best 2200, which is still kind of functional, but I cannot work. I cannot do my profession anymore. So I'm on Social Security disability. I'm like early retirement.
Okay.
Hi, Dabbler. Hi, Pikachu.
Yes, yes, I put the link. If someone would like to join us on panel, all are welcome. The link is in the chat.
Yes. Sorry, it was a long answer, but I hope I answered your question, Davey. Was Davey asked it, right?
Yes, Davey. So let's go on to the next question. Just a minute.
Guys, I'm having severe technical issues and I will have to restart the laptop if that's okay. So I will have to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Be right back.
Hope you can come back soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's we're going over commonly Googled questions about blindness. Here's the next one. How should I speak to someone who is blind? Well, they have an answer in here. The answer is speak as you would to anyone else. There is no need to speak louder unless the person has impaired hearing. Do not they put that's a typo. Do not avoid words such as it says do no, avoid words such as look and see. People who are blind use these words. They use these words as well. Do not find them offensive. I had that question myself. So since I'm not completely blind, I'm partially blind. I also had that question. Oh, maybe I shouldn't use the word look or see to a blind person. So now I know. Okay, they don't find that offensive. Okay.
Well, I think some do. Like when a lot of people say over there.
Yeah.
That doesn't do me any good.
When I tell them, if somebody says that to me, I say, "Can you please point? Can you please point to what you're saying?"
Yeah. But for somebody, especially when I had total darkness, I could not do over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a double-edged standard because we do, as blind people, use there, and I saw that show, and we don't use the word here. I heard that show. We just use the word see. So it's common. My suggestion to the sighted community is when you approach a blind person, you first of all just ask them, do they need any help? And then when you describe anything, try to be very descriptive, like to your left or to your right, how many feet, that kind of thing. So
okay. Let's go on to the next question. And Pikachu says she has tubes in her eyes to relieve the pressure from glaucoma. So I think maybe she won't. Maybe that's why she won't join us on the panel.
Oh boy, she had surgery.
It doesn't say that. She goes, I have tubes in my eyes for my eye pressure glaucoma slash glaucoma.
Oh yeah. I had a similar one. I have that in my eye, but it's not a tube. It's a bleb. And that's what I had in my, I still have it in my eye, but that was the routine surgery I did after I had, it's called a bleb. Okay. There's a fancy name for it, but I can't remember it. But it's just basically, it looks like a bleb underneath my eyelid. There's a teeny tiny hole there, and I can massage my eye to release pressure. That scarred over, and I needed a needling procedure. And when the doctor poked the membrane to not scar over anymore, to release the pressure, it was supposed to, recuperate itself, and it didn't, and that's what happened. But yeah, I have it similar to you, Vika, but I don't have the tubes.
Okay. Oh, thank you for 16 thumbs up. Time for the crazy, wacky, happy dance.
All right.
Hi, Barbara.
Thank you for 16 thumbs up.
said hi, right?
Okay. Oh, Pikachu will join us. Okay, Pikachu, I'll put the link in again. Just a moment.
Okay.
Thank you, Pikachu. Pikachu will join us. Okay, I just popped it in again. And hello, Nocturnal Nation. And Barbara Chicken Pot Pie Society.
Chicken pot pie.
Chicken Pot Pie Society. Isn't that a great name? Barbara,
Yeah.
Chicken Pot Pie Society.
I love chicken pot pie.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had it in a while, but it's good.
Yeah.
Nocturnal Nation's a new friend. Hello. Welcome.
What's the chicken pot pie we get, Lisa?
Marie Callender's.
Marie Callender's.
Ooh, that's probably good. All right, next question. And we're waiting for Pikachu to come on the panel. Okay, next question. Should I identify myself when I see an acquaintance who is blind? Let me read their answer. Identify yourself if your acquaintance does not yet recognize your voice. Then does not recognize your voice. A coworker who is blind may recognize your voice in the workplace, but may not if you meet unexpectedly outside the workplace. You should announce when you see someone enters or leaves the room. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a big
For me,
one.
I'm not completely blind, as we have said. Only 10% of the blind population are blind. I have high functioning low vision, and people do not need to. If somebody's across the room, I might not be able to tell who they are. I might or I might not be able to tell who they are, because I can sometimes, even though if I can't see their face, I can see their body, and I can still might be able to tell. If not, but if they come up closer, I can definitely see who they are. So they don't need to announce themselves then. But if they were across the room and they wanted to announce themselves, they could. Does Paul want to answer that?
Yeah, that's a big one. My big pet peeve is they leave the room and didn't say that they left the room, and I'm talking to myself. That's a big one.
Okay.
As far as, if you have an acquaintance, a blind person wants to know their surroundings, right? I mean, if there's an extra person in the room, I would, expect to know.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Vika.
Glad you could join us on the panel.
I'm glad I finally was able to catch you live.
Oh, and here's, let me check who this is. How did you see I was live? How did you know?
I got on YouTube and I saw you live.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Nice.
It's the first Sunday of every month. You want to put that on your calendar? First Sunday of every month, we're doing the YouTube Blind Community live stream. First Sunday of every month at 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
USA.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my calendar for sure.
And here's Dal. Dal is back. Hi, Dal. Welcome back.
Hey.
So I'm done with answering that. If Vika, you want to answer it, and then Dal, that'd be great.
Oh, I'll ask the question again. Should I identify myself when I see an acquaintance who is blind?
For me, I think yes, you should.
Yes, please.
I'm kind of like Diane with. I never heard the high functioning low vision thing before, but I'm kind of like that too. I can tell by most people's voices, but if you're going to come up to me, which I really hate this, and go, "Hey, don't you remember me from high school or childhood?" And I'm like, "Don't you remember I'm blind? I don't even remember your voice at this point."
Yeah.
So like those kind of things, yeah, I wish people would tell me who they are.
From childhood, dude.
Yeah.
You've grown up. Your voice has changed. Your hair has changed. Your everything has changed. How am I supposed to remember you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really.
Even the sighted, wouldn't you remember?
But I'm kind of with Paul too at the same time when he says when you leave the room, because but I think it's common to do that too, because even my whole family's blind, and we walk away from each other when we're talking, and we don't even tell each other like we left the room, and we'll be talking to each other still. But yeah, I agree with Paul. Sometimes it would be nice to know when people leave the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of leaving the room, Nocturnal has to go.
Oh,
Bye, Nocturnal Nation. Thank you for stopping by.
thank you for stopping by.
And
Yeah.
would Dal like to answer the question?
I would prefer it if people identify themselves. So I can recognize people like after a while. Like, okay, I had a job last year that lasted very shortly, but I had a job for a while. And we were dealing with a lot of volunteers coming to our location. So new people, like 20 of them. And we would spend a week together. So one of the first things I told them was, hey guys, I'm partially blind. I'm not very good at recognizing faces, and I will memorize you like by learning like general body shape and hair type and that kind of thing. And your fashion style, maybe it's the big picture details, but like I cannot recognize faces and put together with names. So like if I confuse you or call you by the wrong name, just please correct me, and I will make my very best to memorize you. But like, forgive me, I just don't want to come across as rude, because that is not my intention. It's just that I so happens that I'm partially blind, and I never had big problems with this. But for example, I confused a few people, or I was like, "Are you Shania? Are you right? No, it's Danielle." And I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm sorry." And after a while, it's like, "Danielle, right? It's Danielle. Yeah, it's Danielle. Okay, cool." So it's like it took me a few days to get to know everyone I was working with, and the cool thing is that people were very understanding of that.
Yeah.
But it's nicer when people tell me, "Hey, Dal, it's Peter. Hey, Dal, it's Johannes." I was like, oh my God, they just did it by themselves. I didn't have to tell them. That was, I even had a crush on a guy once just because he was considerate enough to just tell me that it was him before I even asked. I was like, that's so sweet. But that was just an ephemeral thing. It was just, it's so cute. But it made me feel very nice towards that person. So, like, if you want a blind person to like you, maybe do that.
Yeah, it's just simple respect. That's all we.
Okay. Well, let's get on to the next question. How do people who are blind pick out clothes that match? Okay, let me say it again. Only 10% of the blind population are completely blind. And so I do not have problems picking out matching clothes at all. I'm legally blind, but that doesn't mean I'm completely blind. I'm like I said, I'm high functioning, low vision. I have no problem with this at all. But here's an answer to the question. Well, one answer. There are several systems for coordinating wardrobes. These include wearing only neutral colored skirts or pants that will match any colored top, and having a friend help organize closets and drawers so that matching items are kept together. Another way is to sew Braille tags into clothing. Braille uses an alphabet of, we know that, of raised dots, and it is felt by the fingers. Did somebody want to add to that?
Be My Eyes.
Yeah, there's apps out there.
Yes, that's an app, everybody, called Be My Eyes. It's an app where somebody a real person actually looks at something for you and tells you what it is, or reads something for you.
Yeah, I'll take a picture, and a volunteer will tell you the color or what it is or what type.
I'm using this app in one of my stories. It's not going to be called Be My Eyes because it's futuristic.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that the blind person is calling, and a volunteer from somewhere in the world, because it's late at night, so time zones. And a volunteer from somewhere in the world is going to reply, but then this guy, it's a blind guy, and it's like 2 a.m, and he just wants some booze. They are staying in a guest house, so he's like, I just want to find some booze. The thing is, the person who answers the phone, like the person who answers the call, doesn't speak Icelandic, and all the booze in the house is in Icelandic, so it's like nobody knows what is what. But funny situation with like multicultural problems with that could come with the use of such apps. But I just want to use it because so people can see like the nuances of using the app. So maybe they have to call someone else and someone else can help them. But, someone who understands the language. But that's if a blind person is a tourist. So don't worry about it if you call someone who speaks English and you're in an English country and you speak English and everyone speaks English, everything's fine. It's just like a funny situation that I'm writing about because humor, I guess. But yeah, Be My Eyes is a great app, and it not only helps you to see your things around, it's like it gives you kind of like a sense of, hey, there are people out there in the world who are just willing to help me whenever I need help with something. It's a really nice feeling. So yeah, I recommend it for people who are more blind than anything else, like completely blind or only light perception kind of blindness. It's a fantastic app. If you ever have like new clothes that you need to sort out and there's no friends around, you can use Be My Eyes to sort out your wardrobe like that.
Okay.
They even have a subscription service for IRA, I think. IRA is more professional. They're hired, trained employees that are trained to be more descriptive, and they're like more professional because they're trained, where a volunteer might, you might get a different person every time that describes things differently and maybe not as good. But there is a subscribed service that they are professionals and trained in that manner. Also, I understand that they have labels now that you can scan with your phone. So you can program something in a barcode and put it on your clothing. And then when you scan it with your phone, it will tell you what that item is, if you're in the closet. And then obviously if you're shopping, and if you're shopping by yourself, you can use those apps. Like you could use IRA, the subscription one, or Be My Eyes, or what's the Seeing AI? What's that one do? I forgot.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
if anybody knows, they want to answer, or Pikachu, do you want to answer this question we're talking about?
So Seeing AI is kind of the same as Be My Eyes and IRA, but there's no actual human communication. It's just mostly the app does it, and it basically identifies colors, money. It can read documents to you. It can tell you certain colors. It's not the greatest at colors, but it will tell you basically the main colors. But I like Seeing AI more for the reading part, like letters and documents and mail and stuff like that. I'm more like Diane with this topic. I can see enough to pick out my clothes, unless it's like a specific theme, like with my dance team, of a certain like between color, like let's say maroon or pastels, like a more pinkish lavender than a purple lavender. I will have to ask someone for help. But other than that, I'm pretty picking out my outfits and matching.
we have a question, Lisa.
Yeah, Artful Dabbler said they have problems with tones, so they can clash slightly with the tones not matching,
Okay.
which is kind of what Vika just said
Oh, okay.
about the tones.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on to the next question. How do visually impaired people distinguish between different denominations of money? Okay, for me, I have my bills like I do coins by touch, and then for bills, just to be faster, I mean, I have it in chronological order: 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s. So,
Nice.
but here, but so I still have to see what I'm doing because I have to. They're all in one. They're all in one pile. I mean, one section. I don't have it divided up in sections, but I have a general idea of I know where I'm looking. But here's the answer. How they answer the question that says coins are ready to are easy to separate because of varying size and thicknesses and edges. To distinguish between bills, blind people may fold different denominations in different ways or place them in separate wallet sections. They also often announce the value of a bill so a sales clerk or another customer can tell them if they are wrong or not. As of January 2016, persons who are blind or vision impaired can apply for a free U.S. currency reader.
Oh, wow.
Does Dal want to answer this question?
I just want to say this is the cool thing about euros and Hungarian forints because I used them for many years. But like the cool thing about euros is that they come in different colors, so you can see it from you can see them from color and sometimes even different sizes depending on the bill. And also, yes, people in Europe, at least where I was, in Hungary, Finland, Iceland, the places I frequented, Ireland even, Ireland, Dublin, I will say. I didn't know much about rural Ireland. But, the places I visited in Europe, everyone who works at a shop, they are trained to when they are giving you your change back, they count it in front of you and they are telling you like, here is a €5 bill, this is a €10 bill, and this is a €1 coin, and these are 20 cents euro coin, and then that's your change. So and they give it to you, they announce bill by bill what they are giving you so you can like memorize what's going on. And I can tell you, like, even at at fast food places, Starbucks, whatever, they are trained. Like, it's an obligation to do this. Like, if they don't do that in front of you, you could challenge them. Like, can you please tell me, like, how much are you giving me back, please? You could challenge them like that. But I never had to do that. I always had like a good time. They have the training for people with visual impairment and. So yeah, but the cool thing is that I could still see the color. So if they were trying to cheat me, which never happened, but like if they tried, I could say, hey, but this is not the color of the 5,000 forint bill. I don't understand. What is this? I could just, challenge them. It just never happened. But I heard that it happened to a blind friend, and I was like, I would have loved to be there just to, but it's rare that it happens. That was a really bad person. It's rare. But yeah, Europe, the euro, different currencies around Europe. I heard that the Czech krona, in Czech Republic, they also have different colors. So like the one that is like more struggling for blind people and visually impaired would be the US currency.
Yeah, US, we're all the same size, same color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
interesting.
So even though you can identify and fold and do this and that in your wallet, the problem is if you give them a 20 and then you get some,
and they give you change back.
When they give you change back, if you can't see, you're trusting them. So that's where these apps come in to take a picture and double check.
Yeah,
exactly.
Our fives have a purple 5 at the bottom, but it's still not large enough to see.
Yeah.
But I have to agree that I do like international money because in China, they have the same kind of thing. They're different sizes and they're different colors. So if I got a red bill, I knew it was 100. And if I got a purple bill, I knew it was a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I really love that part about China.
Mexican peso is also different colors and different sizes.
I think I heard
Argentinian peso too.
Yeah, I think Canada as well. I heard Canada also has Braille on their money. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't trust me on that, but that's what I heard. But I think it's interesting how international money is versus U.S. money.
Davey has a question. He wants to know, question for the four of us. Do we know or use Braille?
I
No,
don't.
okay. I was born with normal vision. I did not. My extremely rare retinal disease did not present itself till my early 40s. So no. I went to normal school and everything. So of course, no, I don't learn Braille, and I would never. I think that would really be hard to learn if I had to. No.
Yeah.
So okay. Paul, does he want to answer the question?
Yeah, I don't know Braille either.
I don't need Braille.
I probably should learn
Well, no,
it, but
that could be helpful. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I don't know Braille, but I probably should learn it because, I could, lose my sight completely. Eventually, I hope I don't, but anything is possible. But I think with the technology today, you can have a book and have a book read to you through some of these apps, and then they have books on audio too.
Yes,
So
there's the Carnegie Federal Library for the Blind,
yes, we have
where you can get book. It's all books, and that's either it's large print or things are on audio.
So I don't think I will learn it because of the technology today. There's so much out there that this is like the best time. If you were to go blind, this is around the best time to go blind because there's so much out there for you.
Yeah.
Where 20, 30 years ago, it was you were on your own basically.
Yes, I can also say that, and when it comes to Finland, at least, I didn't see this much in Hungary. I suppose there is some, but in Finland they have a similar thing. It's called Celia, and it's audiobooks for the visually impaired. Like you have a major discount or even free if you have like your library card, and if you have like the thing that says that you are disabled. You can take part in this program, and then you have a lot of audiobooks. I guess all in Finnish, but you get a lot of audiobooks for you. So the Finland also has this. I'm not sure if Iceland had it. I asked about it, and no, I don't remember. Hungary, they're not very good with audiobooks, to be honest. But they have a lot of rehab and orientation and mobility training for the blind. But like when it comes to like audiobooks and stuff, I think Finland takes the cake from the places I visited and frequented.
You're very welcome, Davey. That's why we're here.
Artful says they know Braille.
Who does?
Artful Dabbler.
Oh, Artful Dabbler knows Braille.
Tori, you know Braille. Oh, yeah. Her name is Tori.
Yes, her name's Tori.
Yeah. So she knows, Braille. That's awesome. I tried learning Braille in Hungary. And so I was learning the Hungarian Braille, at least the basics. But I gotta tell you, same as Diana, I didn't have any training. I was born with my blindness, but I didn't have access and mobility when I was younger. And I was also like pushed into a normal school. So like I was with all the regular kids. So I didn't really have early access to blindness and like orientation, mobility, and Braille, and like, all the blind training stuff. I basically had to figure out my life on my own.
Wow. So like could you, even if you sat up at the front of the room, could you see the board?
No, I could see the rectangle where the board was supposed to be.
Right.
But don't ask me about what's on the board. No idea.
Oh, but so you went through years of school like that, struggling with that?
Yeah, I did the same.
Same.
When I was a child, but even with 20/40 vision, I was still nearsighted, so I could not see the board very well.
I didn't see the board very well. So some of the kinder teachers would dictate as they were writing whatever it was on the board.
Yeah.
They would also speak it out loud so I could copy it. Those were the kind teachers.
Yeah.
That I had a teacher who said, well, if you cannot handle school, then you should go to the special, like the school for the special kids.
Yeah.
And she said it with that tone, like you should go, you should go to, like the lesser people's school over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I mean, she was fired like 2 weeks later, so that's not my problem.
Yeah, I ran into that same problem, Dal. I sometimes I got out of my seat and went up to the chalkboard, and the teacher thought I was just being a smart ass.
Oh no.
And then I told her, I'm nearsighted. Sometimes I can see it. Sometimes I can't. So the school sent me to a special ed school, and my teacher, she was completely blind. She was awesome. But they said this kid doesn't belong here. He's not that dysfunctional, and they sent me back to the school, to my regular school.
Oh, thank you for the super chat.
I don't know what happened to that teacher.
NJ Lawn and Hedge Cutting. NJ Lawn and Hedge Cutting. Before we continue with Pikachu to answer the question, thank you for the super chat. Let's play the happy dance for 20 thumbs up and for the super chat.
All right.
All right.
Okay, welcome back. Thank you again, NJ. Nick Jones. That's Nick Jones at NJ Lawn and Hedge Cutting, coming to us from the UK. Thank you for the super chat. And for everybody for the 20 thumbs up.
I'm surprised you're not out of breath, Diana, with all the dancing you've been doing today.
I used to do it live, everybody, before I made it pre-recorded.
Yeah, now you're cheating.
But you can, it's a better show than just seeing.
It's a better show, yeah.
You can only see I couldn't get far enough away from the camera because of the situation of this room. So
yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, Pikachu, do you want to answer the question about did you learn Braille?
I started learning Braille at a young age. It was basically like they kind of taught me at kindergarten through second grade, but then because I was in regular school, they said I didn't have enough time. I had to do what the other kids were doing, so they stopped it. And even in high school, I try to reach out to my VI teachers to ask for learning Braille lessons, and they said, no, you got to focus on your other work, even though there was times where I had no work to do at all because I was bored. I was like, I can be learning Braille. So I kind of got denied to learn Braille. And now I actually do want to learn Braille, but at the same time, I don't know if it would be that helpful either because I still can see a lot, but I want to learn it. I do want to learn it. I remember A through L, but other than that, I'm totally lost.
All right. Well, that ends the questions. That concludes the most commonly Googled questions about blindness. And so we have time to play general trivia game. I did look up blindness trivia, and those questions are way too hard. They're all about stuff about the National Federation for the Blind, and
I'm not even in the States.
I know they're real weird questions. They're too hard. I couldn't even answer them. They're about the history of the National Federation for the Blind. So forget that. So I have general trivia questions.
I mean, I'm curious, but
unless there's questions people have from the chat. Is there any questions people have from the chat?
Yeah, we could do a little bit of both, whatever. And as questions come in, we will answer them.
I have a question.
What's that, dear?
Artful Dabbler, Tony, I can't remember what they said her name was.
Tori.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah.
Said, went to RNIB schools, cannot read print anymore. So I wonder how long does it take to learn Braille? Does it take years or?
Good question.
Assuming you're of average intelligence.
It will like I can answer you. It will depend on the person, because it will depend on how fast you learn a new language. It is basically just that. I mean, you learn the dot combinations, you learn like basic reading of it, and then it will just be practice. So it could take a month, it could take a year, or years, depending on the person, their working schedule, the time, their memory, you know, the learning skills. There's no specific, like, it takes you 3 years to, no, that doesn't go like that. Because I asked because I wanted to learn Braille in Hungary, and I wanted to learn at least, even if it was basic Hungarian Braille, and they said it depends on you. It will depend on you. I mean, you learn to speak Hungarian quite fast, at least the basics. So, like, I don't know. But I never really had the time and training because I was in college. So that was a big hindrance. I had to focus on psychology, not on learning Braille. So, yeah, that was... It really depends.
Yeah, I would think that, you know, when you know the basics, just the alphabet, and then you know, when you feel the words, it's like really cumbersome. But I think as you advance, I understand that in Braille there's combinations of symbols put together to complete a whole word, so it's faster, from what I understand. So it's not completely just all letters. Sometimes they've got shortcuts, from what I understand.
I don't know if that's the case in all of the Braille systems. Ask in your local blind institute what will be the case, but I suppose English has shortcuts. Yeah. And I suppose Japanese Braille will also have that kind of shortcut system too. But like Japanese Braille is way different than like American Braille, for example.
It is. It really is. There was a lady who came into our middle school from Japan, and she actually had something for Braille, and she gave us like this little template of like the basics of Braille in Japanese, and it was so different. I was so interested.
Okay.
Cool. What's the trivia? What's that like?
Yeah.
All right. General trivia.
General trivia. Here we go.
Yeah, the questions look pretty good. Some easy, some hard, some in between. All right, just a minute.
People in the chat can join in too, and just.
Yes, this is not just for people on the panel. It's for, but I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna keep track of points.
No, we're just doing this for fun. It's just for knowledge.
And I was thinking for next month we could, maybe we just have with open topic question and answer, and then not have a topic and then play trivia then too.
Okay.
Oh, I'm good. Thank you, 345 Barry, coming to us from the UK. I believe that's a she. It's a she, and she's coming to us from the UK. And I'm doing good. How are you, 345 Barry?
I hope these questions are like Trivial Pursuit, because those questions are hard. I never was good at that game.
No, okay, let's say. You hope them that they are hard. You want them to be hard?
No, I don't want them to be hard.
No,
I hope they're not like. And no, Jeopardy.
I checked
Jeopardy
them out.
is even worse.
No, they're not too hard, but they're not too easy either. Actually, I bought a trivial game deck of cards from Amazon, and the questions are all way too easy. I'm like, get out of here. These are too easy.
Oh, okay.
It's so ridiculously easy. I'm like, I wonder if this was made for children. I have to check that. Maybe I didn't.
Well, like what? What's the color of grass and stuff like that?
Oh, like who created what company created those comics of, you know, all those superheroes, and they named them, and I go, duh, it's Marvel. I mean, like, just really unusual. I'm not unusual, but like out of the ordinary questions, but very easy.
Yeah.
I tried using them the other day. Okay, this one, some of them are easy, some are hard. So what does a funambulist, Funambulist, walk on?
Take care, Artful Dabbler.
Bye, Artful Dabbler. Thank you for joining us.
Alicia came in.
Paper Whispers. Oh, Alicia's here. Hello, Alicia.
Oh, hi, Alicia. She has a vision disability too. I don't know, Delicia, did you want to join us on panel?
Come on up.
Is there
You're
any-
the next
Is there any
contestant.
guesses for this one? Was a hard one. The next one's going to be easy.
Okay. Did we even answer the first one?
No. Is there any answers from the chat? What does a funambulist walk on?
Heck is that?
Right.
Funambulous?
Yeah. Uh-huh. With an M before the B. Funambulist.
Funambulous.
I don't know what that is.
Come on, you could guess. Think about it.
Oh,
It has to do with walking. Walking is important.
wow.
I'm not checking the chat right now. Can Lisa?
Yeah, they're not saying
Okay,
it.
nobody's making a guess.
No.
It begins with
Yeah.
T.
Begins
Turtle?
with a T.
Tightrope?
Yes, tightrope.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
This one's easy. Area 50. This one's too easy. Area 51 is located in which U.S. state? But even then, I got the answer wrong.
Nevada.
You did?
Yes, Nevada. What's
Yeah.
Lisa gonna beat us? Is gonna not beat us. She's gonna get them all.
Lisa's too smart. You can't play, Lisa.
On a dartboard, what number is? Wait, let me read this again. On a dartboard, what number is directly opposite number 1?
Ooh, 20.
No,
I didn't know that.
you're close. You're close. Not 20.
18.
No, you're close.
19.
Yes, 19.
Oh my god.
I don't think so.
That's pathetic. I used to play darts.
No.
I should know this.
Oh my god. No,
Well, here's
guys.
another easy one. Which American president appears on the $1 bill?
Oh,
That's easy.
Let her try to answer that.
Yeah.
Dal.
is it Franklin? No.
No, that's a good guess.
That's a $5 bill.
No, Franklin's not on 5. I don't think. He's on a. They're gonna ask that question later, though. No, save that because they're gonna ask that question later.
Okay.
All right.
Abraham Lincoln?
No.
Crap. Damn.
You're gonna kick yourself when you hear it.
Damn. Well, I mean, Thomas Jefferson?
You're getting close.
Holy shit. George Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ding 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 ding.
That will be one of the big ones.
Yeah.
One of the big ones. I was like, Benjamin Franklin? No, not that one. No.
Everybody, this is not just for the panel. The chat can please participate as well.
I can someday I can be a honorary American if I keep guessing at some point.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
beat
never-
yourself up. There's a lot of Americans that don't know this.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. My memory was failing because like I haven't had that test in a long time, and I've never really been to the States, so yeah, interesting.
Don't feel bad. Literally, I only know the 1 and the 5.
Yeah,
Everything
that's
after
it.
that, don't know because I don't carry cash.
I
so
only
I
know
get-
the one in the
Okay.
5 also.
How many colors are there in a rainbow?
Oh, good question.
7.
Is it?
Correct.
Nice. What are they?
Now,
For a bonus question, what-
Yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, green.
no, red, orange, yellow,
Well,
green.
I know you're doing it that order. But
Yeah.
there's a different color order too. I just said the same colors, but it'll be the same. It's a different order.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
anybody say indigo.
Exactly. I was gonna say it.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Indigo.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
was wondering when you do ROYGIV, I was like, what's the I in there for? And I taught this
It's
for 25
indigo.
years,
It's
and I got it, and I was wrong the whole
It's
25
between
years.
blue and
I
purple.
told kids
Yes.
yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, green for 25 years.
You missed
I never
indigo.
said indigo.
Diana, you have a master's in fine
I
art.
know, because if you look at the color wheel, indigo is not on there.
Ugh.
Exactly.
It would confuse
Indigo is
kids. We had the color wheel hanging in the room. If you said
Exactly.
indigo, the kids would be like, "What? What? It's not on the color wheel."
exactly the thing
Yes,
with
yeah,
it.
right.
The thing with indigo, is that it's between purple and blue,
Yeah,
but it counts as a
I
color
call that
because
red
it's
violet,
very
blue
Yeah,
violet,
no.
or red violet.
blue violet, because it's the thing is that it's so distinct that it has become like a color on its own, and it's like
Alright.
part of the 7 colors of the rainbow thing.
So it's blurple.
It's a blurple, yeah.
So
Blurple.
Diana has to give up her degree now.
What?
No.
I have to
Lisa
give up my
says you have to
degree?
give up your degree.
You have to surrender your art degree, Diana.
No.
You didn't know about indigo.
Uh-huh.
Your indigo
No, but my
talent,
reasoning, it
Diana.
makes perfect sense. I'm perfectly, because it does not, because they don't say indigo on the color wheel. They call it blue violet on the color wheel.
No excuses. Your indigo
Oh, that's my
talent.
excuse. It's a very good excuse.
It really is. Like when I was in art school, we didn't hear about indigo either. I just knew because I was like very fond of natural phenomena, and like when you're studying rainbows, there you see indigo.
Oh, here's a gross question. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay.
True or false? A scientific study on peanuts in bars, where you drink in bars, found traces of over 100 unique specimens of urine.
Yeah,
True
Oh,
or false?
that's true.
it's true.
That's very
No,
true.
you're wrong. It's false.
What? Are you kidding me?
False.
It's like
Wow.
more than
But it's probably not 100. It's probably not over 100 specimens of urine. It's probably less than that.
I
Or
heard there's
more.
the nastiest things that you could actually eat at a bar.
I know. You should never do
Wash
that.
their
Exactly. You should never eat peanuts that are open to the public. What is the nickname of the U.S. state of California?
The nickname for Cali?
Yes.
Is it the Goldens?
Lisa's not allowed to play
Why?
because she's too small. Because she gets them all right. Yes, I thought it was the
can't
Orange
play.
State.
You're
I thought it was the
You're
Orange State. It's
banned.
not.
I was
It's the
just guessing.
yes. She's right. It's the Golden State.
You can go to the smart people room, okay?
All right, hold on. I'm skipping some of these because they're way too easy.
Every time we play trivia of any kind, live streams at different people's channels, she's all the time getting stuff right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just makes me sick.
I'm skipping the true false questions. Who is? Okay, here we. Well, this kind of easy. Who is depicted on the U.S. $100 bill?
So that's Franklin.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the name of Poland in Polish? Oh, Paul might know this, right?
Polski.
Polska.
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 Polski.
I knew that because I have
Yeah.
Polish friends, and Hungary and Poland are very close. Like there is an international friendship day between Poland and Hungary on March 31st.
Oh, wow.
So
What
yeah,
Uh-huh.
What's on March 31st?
International Friendship Day between Hungary and Poland.
Oh, okay.
What color is the X, that's EX, in FedEx ground?
Ooh.
Orange or red?
No, wrong.
No,
Sorry.
no. It's purple, isn't it? Purple.
No.
or-
No.
Blue?
Blood
No.
orange?
No.
Oh, purple and red?
No.
No, I mean purple and red?
No.
Actually, there are many different colors depending. My neighbor works for FedEx.
But like between which one? Like between which colors? Because like what
Is it
was the
green?
question?
Yes, it's green.
Between what? Like, can you repeat the question? Because the
question was, what is the color? What is the color? What color is the X? That's EX in FedEx ground. The answer.
FedEx ground. Okay, yeah. Because
the
FedEx air and
I've never seen FedEx.
They're all different colors.
I've never seen FedEx.
I've mostly seen the purple and the red or orangish looking one.
And if you look at FedEx closely, there's an arrow shape in between the words.
Truthfully, they're too fast for me to see because they're always drop off and run.
Yep.
Yeah. I would not know. Okay, what is cynophobia? The fear of? That's CYNOPHOBIA. Cynophobia.
Somebody afraid to sign things.
No.
I'm sorry, I cannot sign my signature. I have cynophobia.
Oh God, I don't know.
I know. I don't know what that would be.
Carlos came in.
Hi, Carlos.
James Guy.
Hi, Carlos.
Came in. James Guy.
Oh, James Gype came in.
Oh, hello, James. Gype, coming to us from the UK.
Thanks for the thumbs up, buddy.
Do we have 25 thumbs up?
Oh, let's see. 22.
Okay.
I see 22.
Okay, so what is cynophobia? The fear of? That's CYNOPHOBIA. Anybody in the chat? This is not just for people on the panel. Anybody in the chat? Take a guess.
Silence.
We only got 3 people in the chat.
Ugh.
But we don't know.
But we don't know either.
It begins with D. D as in D as in what? D as in Diana.
Lisa doesn't even know this answer. Okay, Lisa, you can play. What is it? She doesn't even know.
Wow, a truly hard one. I would never guess this. I didn't know it. And now I'll tell you. Okay, the answer is dog. And that's why I didn't say D as in dog. When I was saying D as in dog, that's why I laughed. I said D as in Diana.
That's xenophobia?
Yeah. Fear of dogs. That's weird. I don't know.
Interesting. I would think that the word canine would be in that.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
The flag of the European Union has how many stars in it?
Ooh.
26.
No.
Crap.
How many countries are in the
No,
the UN?
that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Trust me, there are more countries than the stars.
Oh, okay.
Or I'm gonna take a long shot. 43.
No.
You see? No.
How about giving us multiple choice?
Well, I don't saw multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the multiple choice. The flag of the European Union has how many stars in it? Is it 14, 20, 12, or 36?
I'm gonna go with 12.
Yeah,
Correct.
Whoa.
People came in.
So, some people came in. Good.
Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools.
Oh.
And Mary Lou Auntie Lou.
Well, hello, Mary Lou and Ron's Beer.
Oh, hold on. Let me see who's here because I couldn't tell by how you said.
Ron's Beer.
Oh, hi, Ron. Ron's Beer and tools.
Reviews and tools. And Mary Lou Antiloopy. Antiloopy, hello.
Oh, hello, Auntie Loopy. She's an art friend. I believe she's an art friend. Oh, wait, do I know you from Mary Atelier Art Community? And oh yes, Carla. They said Carla's before. And Ali. Welcome. Okay.
What's the next question?
All right, hold on.
You doing this on your iPad?
Yes, and I was just switching back from the chat.
Okay.
All right, scroll down. Who is the author of Jurassic Park?
Ooh. You know this.
No.
Really? The person that knows who's who and what they do and who's dating what?
That means it's a really hard question if she doesn't know.
I don't read those kind of books.
Dal
Sorry?
doesn't know.
No.
Who is the author of Jurassic Park? Anybody in the
Oh,
chat?
I know. I'm just gonna.
How about a multiple choice?
Yeah,
You don't-
do the multiple choice. Do it. I'm gonna keep it quiet so everyone can play.
Ugh. I have to come up with answers.
I wonder if they got trivia out there where you can do.
I'll give you a clue. The first name begins with M. M is in Mary.
No.
Really, no one knows? Okay.
I'm horrible with authors.
I never read it before.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't either.
Michael Crichton.
Yes, you're right.
That's
I
good
mean-
because I was gonna say Matthew.
I mean, I'm the author in the panel. I should know my author.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I actually know. But that does,
Especially sci-fi authors. So that's my genre, and I love classic sci-fi. Like Brave New World is my baby. I love that book so much. Frankenstein is my favorite, like one of my favorite classics of all time is Frankenstein. So like, hello, sci-fi classics.
Yeah.
Yay.
what is the world's most expensive spice by weight?
Salt.
Saffron?
Say it again.
Saffron?
Yes.
It is saffron.
What does the G mean in G-Man?
Google.
No.
Oh, it's gun. No, it's not gun.
I've never even heard of the phrase G-Man.
It's from
Oh, she said Gmail. I thought she said Gmail.
G-Man.
Oh, it's from history?
Sorry, yes, G-Man.
yeah, like Elliot Ness with Al Capone, you know, G-Man.
Oh. Gangsta?
Auntie
No.
Lucy says government or gun.
She looked it up, right? It's government. The answer they have here is government.
Government.
Auntie Loopy got it right.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good for you. Oh, I think this is a Japanese word. Maybe Pikachu might know this. What is a dakimakura?
Adakimakura.
Oh, you know it?
No.
Dakimakura. Dakimakura. It sounds like a Japanese word to me.
Dakimakura? I don't speak Japanese. It's one of those it's one of those languages with symbols. I cannot see it.
Uh-huh.
Don't know. My Japanese has gotten really bad over the years.
Okay.
But you were in China, right?
Yeah.
You know Japanese too?
I took Japanese for 3 years.
Wow.
But
Awesome.
it's really bad. So like my Chinese and Japanese are like, if she said Ohio or something like that, I've been like, good morning.
Yeah. Konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu,
Yeah.
arigatou gozaimasu. You know, those basic things that
Yeah.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
But like,
That one wasn't
I'm
one of the
guessing it's
basic-
food.
No,
Yeah.
it's not food. Okay, I'll give a hint. You find it in a bedroom.
Oh, is it the bed?
No.
No, I think it's a pillow.
Close. They say it's a body pillow.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Really? I guessed. Okay.
These are either too hard or too easy. Maybe we'll just stop there.
Yeah. I'm distracted a little bit because I'm also getting messages from like I just got feedback on the first 2 chapters of my novel.
Does anybody have idea? Well, we could keep it open for them next time. Or does anybody have ideas for the chat too? I'm asking the chat too. Does anybody have ideas for next month, which is the first Sunday of every month? That'll be the first Sunday in April, 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Does anybody have ideas for the topic for next month?
Well, no, not me. I don't know.
Pikachu?
No, I don't have any idea. I do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Is
Right?
purple your favorite color?
Yes.
It's same as mine, but I just saw the purple and I was like, that
No,
must be your
to
favorite
me,
color.
that's purple. To me, that looks like blue violet. It is a shade of purple. I guess blue violet would be a shade of purple. No, purple's not my favorite color. I love this shade of blue. I love this blue violet, though. I do like the blue violet.
Oh, okay.
My favorite colors are aqua and pink.
Oh, okay.
I do love this blue violet. I love this color. Yes.
I like all kinds of purple. Like the pastel one, maybe not so much, but like dark purple and royal purple and blue blurple.
Blurple.
Yeah, blurple. All
Let's
that.
not forget indigo.
Indigo. I love all those colors. I love all those colors. All the shades of purple that are like visible. I love them very much. It's my favorite color.
I like it when the sun sets and when it's just getting down to the horizon and just disappearing. It goes from a orange to a red to a purple. I love it when it does that.
Same.
So next April, first Sunday is April 4th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA. And it is Easter Sunday.
Oh, no. It's Easter Sunday? Oh,
Yep.
I don't know if that's a good day for people.
Well, because we have it really.
I'm pagan.
It doesn't bother me. It's okay with me.
I'm pagan. I don't celebrate Christian holidays. So to me, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
For me, it's not a problem either.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
And then the next holiday would be affected would be
4th of July?
4th of July is on a Sunday.
Oh, it is? Okay, I was reading the chat. Nobody in the chat. Okay, so
But we'll worry about
just
that.
have an open topic and then play trivia.
Yeah, we could do that.
Maybe trivia with points.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be always about blindness. I mean, you can only talk about blindness so much. I mean, we have other interests. So,
Yeah.
you want to have it fun. A lot of other channels do that are
Blind channels?
yeah, blind channels. They don't all the time talk about blindness.
Oh, okay. All right, everybody.
I
So
rarely talk about blindness on my YouTube channel. I'm an author. I talk about books and my writing process and all that stuff. And yeah, so we can talk about whatever, you know?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, good. I
Maybe
guess
we should do some trivia for writing, or maybe Dal can come up with some stuff.
Like books that turned me
Oh
into
God, I would not be able to participate.
me
I don't
neither.
know
Yeah,
that.
me
I
neither.
do not know that trivia.
Yeah, that wouldn't be easy, especially with my very European influenced literature stuff. So no. It's like I am looking into Finnish authors, Icelandic authors, British authors. Like, no, please be kind. Don't.
Oh, Mary Lou says it's the first time she's here. Oh, well, special welcome to you,
Hi.
Mary Lou.
Hi.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
we
you
Thank
do
for
you
this
coming.
the
so
first-
much for
Mary Lou, this
joining
is-
us.
Mary Lou, that we do this the first Sunday of every month at 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For it's sponsored by the YouTube blind community, and we usually do topics about blindness. We started this off with reading out and answering the 10 most commonly Googled questions about blindness. We did that last month and this month. So we have different topics. Usually it's a topic around blindness, but we've done this almost a year and we're running out of topics. So we're going to think of we're not I don't know if we're running out of topics, but
When's our anniversary, Diana?
I have to check. Not sure.
I think it's June.
Yeah, I'll just check. I don't know.
We're coming close.
Yeah, I just said it's close, but I don't know which month. I
Do
forget.
you have a playlist specifically?
Yes, I
for
have
this?
a playlist. Yes, I have a playlist. You could look on the
Yes, so-
playlist. It's a playlist for YouTube blind community videos.
Yes, there's a whole bunch of them. There's at least what I think 9 or 10 now. We're
Oh,
close.
thanks, Mary Lou. She said she'll have to go back and find and watch some. Yes, it's on.
Yeah.
I got a playlist. You just do a search on my channel for YouTube blind community videos.
Yeah,
My
we had some very
face
interesting topics and discussions.
hurts.
Yep, we've had some very interesting topics.
Sorry, I am distracted today because, like I said, I just got a few messages from people who have been reading my chapters, and the
Good
feedback
news.
and the feedback has been helpful because typos and things that I'm like, oh no, let me fix that. But like overall, the feedback has been really positive, and now I am like smiling, and my face
That's
hurts.
nice.
Yeah, but my face hurts from smiling so much.
Oh, yeah, that happens to me too.
I'm very happy for you, Dal. You deserve it.
Yeah.
I've been working hard on those chapters. My goodness, I'm
I
so
can't.
happy.
I can't wait till you're done.
Paul, like I said,
she has a short story you can listen to.
I already
Yeah.
did that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so did I.
the long
Yeah.
one.
The one about the
The
woman
one-
who's a murderer, but you don't know it.
Then you spoiled it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I didn't think of that. Sorry.
Yeah, but the long one, right? Because I have some shorts, like really short ones, and then I have a long one.
What?
The long one is the one that is kind of almost 1 hour. And
I gotta- I
that
gotta
one. The one
check
that's
that one.
an
I don't
hour or
think-
more. It was like an hour or longer.
52
Oh.
minutes. 52 minutes.
Oh, I got to do that one. I don't think I did that.
Yeah. So that one, and this next weekend. So like next weekend, I will have a new short piece. This is gonna be a shorty one, just a few minutes long, but it's another short story piece that is coming out next weekend, and I am preparing another like longer. I don't know how long is it gonna be in minutes because I have to record it and I don't know that yet. But I am preparing a short story that's going to be a horror one. So more stuff coming to my channel. I'm working on many projects and I'm super happy and like now for the sci-fi book, I have news for you because like the thing is I cannot professionally edit a book. I have typos, I have errors, my grammar isn't perfect. I need a professional editor, and that costs money that I don't have. So what I need to do is to look for a literary agent, which means I need to query the novel. And if I don't get accepted, well, then I have to query someone else and then query someone else until I finally find someone who takes me. But that's going to take time and luck and many things. So I don't even know when am I going to publish my sci-fi novel yet, because it's going to take a while, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm building my platform and my audience and all that stuff with the short stories. So that's why you haven't seen the sci-fi novel yet. It's not that I don't want to share it. It's that I cannot share it because I am looking for a professional assistance in this regard.
Now I just
So-
changed the colors of my background. I can change
Yay!
I can change the color so it doesn't have to. Now it's pink.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
It's like a pink, and then upwards it looks more
Oh
purple.
yeah, it's pinker down here, and then it goes up and it's more violet or something up there.
That looks fantastic.
I'm also going to play around with a green screen. I got the fabric for it, and now I got to play with green screen next.
I have free StreamYard account, so I don't do green screen because I have the free one.
Oh, but also green screen for my videos too.
Oh, that's fun. That's fabulous. Yeah, that's gonna be so
For my
cool.
other channel. My videos for my other channel.
Nice.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Mary Lou said congratulations. I think she was talking to you.
She's
Dan.
talking to Doll.
To me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, she said congratulations a few minutes ago when you were talking about your short story, the success with people's feedback.
Thank you so much for that, Mary Lou. Means a lot. Yeah, my face hurts because I'm smiling so much. It's a really nice feeling, though.
Okay, well, okay. So see you next month, everybody. So I hope Pikachu joins us again, right? I think she will.
I marked it down in my calendar.
Good, that's good. All
Thank
right.
you. Hope to hear from you again.
Yeah,
It's nice to meet you.
Really
Yeah, same.
enjoy having you all on panel. It's really nice, and thank you for everyone in the chat.
We'll figure out something to do for next month.
Yeah, we got to think about it. Thank you, everybody in the chat that joined us. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, there's Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Thank you, and thank you, Lisa, for helping out, reading the questions. And let's say, Jordan. Hey guys, what did I miss? Because I fell asleep by this.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, okay, Jordan. Check us out next month.
Yeah, there's a replay.
Jordan.
There's a replay.
You can watch the replay if you want.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you needed the sleep, so.
Sleep is important.
Yeah, it's the top
absolutely.
3 most important thing: diet, exercise, sleep.
Okay, Dr. Diana.
Yeah, I recently heard that. Oh, by sleep she has a YouTube channel all about sleep. She's kind of an acquaintance of mine from Lida, and she recently. I didn't know about her YouTube channel, so she recently instant messaged me, said, "Will you please join my YouTube channel?" So I did, and it's all about, she's an expert on sleep, and she said that that's in the top 3 most important things for health.
She was in Lida?
Yeah, it's Christina Grabnicus.
Oh, okay.
Grabnicus.
Cool.
Yeah, she was in Lida. Yes.
Oh, cool. Maybe you can send me the link.
Oh, okay, I will.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm
Bye,
gonna go.
everybody. Bye.
Take care.
Bye,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.
Okay, see you.